Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button right off the bat. Let's get to it. It's time to add something else to the Jeep. Actually, we're going to take something off the Jeep and we're going to put something new in its place. So let's get started. I feel like I have to explain this and I don't really know why, but as you can see, my hair is an absolute mess. Last night I was at the World of Outlaws sprint race outside of Gettysburg in a town called Abbottstown, which is Abbottstown, New Oxford, Hanover, Gettysburg area at the Lincoln Speedway. It was World of Outlaws there, and I got home midnight, something like that, and I had to work this morning. So after I was done working this morning, I went and got a shower and I immediately came out here, and that's why my hair is still wet and it's a mess. So I don't know why I had to explain that, but I just figured somebody in the comments would be like, dude, your hair's a mess. So I figured I'd beat you to the punch. All right, on with the work. Some of you that have been subscribers from the beginning when this was Guitarmageddon's Jeep, these were the LED lights that were on the front bumper. And, you know, they have some of that red splashy paint on them, and the lenses are kind of yellowed a little bit. The lights still work great, and I'm hoping maybe I can sell them to somebody for a couple dollars. Nothing real expensive, but so those came off. That was the part that we were taking off, which leaves us with, yeah, I know my trailer's still in here with tree limbs. Nothing on the front bumper. We're going to change that today with this. This is the Quadratec version. It's an LED light bar, obviously. And I think the model, it's a 17-inch bar. I think it's called the JL or J3, J7 or J3, something like that. No, I guess it'd be a J3. This is a J3 17-inch LED light bar, and it is Quadratec's own brand. And the reason I bought this is it actually has 3 amber LED halos, which look like that. If you know my truck also has 3 LED lights in the front grille, and that's the reason that I wanted this. It kind of matches my truck with the 3 LED lights in the center, and the price point was there. You know, this light bar was $119. That's their MSRP, their sticker price. Again, it is Quadratec's own brand. I'm not sure who manufactures it, but what I do know is it's much cheaper than Rigid Industries, which, don't get me wrong, they put out some really great products. I mean, super fantastic products, but they're so expensive. And you know, an LED light bar is not going to get you home. So the expensive stuff that I'd rather invest in would be drivetrain, axles, differentials, gears, drive shafts, things like that. So that's where the money should be in a Jeep, not these, you know, fancy LED light bars. So that's why I went with the small one. It can fit right on the bumper, no issues. Just a simple two drilled holes on each side, and that's it. So let's get this done and we'll see how it looks. Now what we have to do yet is the wiring, which is really simple, and I'll include you guys in that. I'll just give you a real quick overview. This is the plug that they include with the light, obviously a positive and a negative. The negative, we can use any ground. I'm probably going to run a short jumper up to a ground right by the headlight. My positive is already ran from the previous fog lights. So that positive power wire is down here. I just got to splice these two together. And then to get the amber halos to work, this light bar is designed as a plug and play for the JKs. You go under the fuse box, you pull, I think it's fuse number 18, don't quote me on that. You pull that fuse and you stick it right back in there into that little slot, fuse holder, and then you plug this where fuse 18 was. Then, anytime you have your parking lights activated, you're gonna have your ambers. Now that includes with your headlights on. So because this is an old school Jeep from a long time ago, all we're gonna do is cut this off. We don't need this end for anything. So we're gonna cut this off and we're gonna splice this into the side marker light. We don't wanna use this because this functions as a turn signal. If we splice it into this, there's potential we could get flashing of the ambers. Some people may think that's cool, I don't. I just want them steady lit, just like my truck. So we're gonna go into the side marker lights, which are in the fender flares. The wiring for the side marker lights comes right through behind the headlight bucket, which hopefully you can see in the screen here. Yeah, you can see pretty well. So all we need to do is get the right length of wire, run it up along the frame, and splice it into the side marker light. And then it's done. So what I did, I have the power wire and a negative wire just coming down right here along the frame. I'm probably gonna zip tie that. And then it comes through and comes right here. I'm just gonna tuck that right behind the washer fluid reservoir. Here is the power wire from my previous LED fog lights that were on there. This is a fused switched source. And then here's the negative, which we're just gonna tie it to this ground here. Don't ask me why they used red for a negative for the washer fluid pump. I guess they don't understand the concept of making it easier on yourself by using black for negative and red for positive. So anyway, here's my extra black that I have laying around. So we're gonna run that, we're gonna put a negative in, we're gonna put the positive in, and then we should be set. Yeah. All right, let's do this. I really have no issues doing 12 volt stuff. I find it pretty easy. It's just a matter of following schematic, understanding positive, negative switches, stuff like that. All right, power wire, connector, strip it, slide it in, crimp it, do you crimp, then you pinch the wire in, and that'll help hold your connector on even. Alright, so since I have this ground off, I'm just going to freshen it up a little bit, scuff it up real good, and then we'll put a terminal on this. You can see here how good the shrink wrapping did on this end, shrink tubing, and then this end, it's not too bad actually. That came out pretty nice, I think. Woo. There it is. Alrighty. That's pretty sweet. So now we just got to splice in those ambers and then we'll check those out. Okay, so we have it tapped into the green one, and all we do is just turn on the parking lights and see if they came on. Well, I'll be darned. There it is. Whoa. There it is. So I guessed right. It is the green. Whew. Thank goodness. First time. All right, so we'll clean it up and then we'll do some final shots. Done deal. Quadratec J3 17-inch light bar installed on the front bumper. With the 3 amber halos wired into the marker lights. Wiring comes out here. I just ran that amber lead into here, goes in through the grill, comes up behind the headlight. Right here is where we can quickly disconnect our light bar. We have our positive and our negative. Our positive comes through the conduit and then comes out right here, loops back for some extra slack. And our negative comes right here to that ground. And then our amber wire comes in off of here, you can't really see it, and then goes underneath the fender and splices into this side marker light. So when we turn on the parking lights, which is the smaller of the 2 switches, a side marker, turn signal and running light, amber running lights, turn signal and running light, side marker. The amber is a slightly different color than what the turn signals are. I don't think it looks all that bad. I think it's pretty sweet. And then for good measure, hit the switch. And there's the LED with the amber. Try to get a side profile, maybe you can see it a little bit without getting blinded. So you have the white LEDs with the ambers, and you're not going to be able to see the ambers because of how bright that is. That's awesome. Really changes the look of the front of the Jeep, I think. I mean, just a simple light bar. I think it really changes it, makes it look nice. Turn the light off, parking lights off. There we go. So yeah, not bad. We'll have to test it at night sometime here and shoot some video of that. I don't know when. My schedule is kind of messy the next couple days. But sometime we'll get it out there and we'll we'll test out the light bar in the dark. So that's it. Off with the old, on with the new. Anyway, folks, that's it. Hope you enjoyed that video, and look forward to trying out this light bar in the dark. And oh, we got some other stuff in the works. We got to put the front drive shaft back on. We got to do that differential cover. We got to do the springs and the shackles, and then we have to finish the harnesses. That's one of my next projects. I want to get these side belts in, get that finished up. And we have another Quadratec box here, which is something pretty cool. I'm not going to elaborate on that. So, it's not a rear bumper, by the way. That's it. I'm rambling. We'll catch you guys later. See ya. Bye.